I got out into Blackwater Bay and was in the bay for about an hour and a half, just managing to sail into a heading wind and going maybe a mile and a half an hour because I was just blown back so much in that light boat, and thought I was going to make it, and all of a sudden the boat toppled over and I got knocked down. The cockpit filled with water. I got thrown out of the boat. My equipment got thrown out of the boat, and it was my first experience of a knockdown. So I kind of went into hyperdrive, jumped on the centerboard, righted the boat, lowered the sail. I had a big 5-gallon bucket, and I bailed as quickly as I could. Got most of the water out down to my ankles and rode down the bay and collected all my equipment. By that time I was probably blown about 2 or 3 miles backwards, and had to row against the wind back to Key Largo, and I found a sweet little place, and people allowed me to dock, and it ended up being a really nice day. I think the fact that the sun was out made the knockdown a little less traumatic, and the wind was just as bad the next day, and pretty bad the second day, but I mustered the courage to get back on the horse and sailed into 20-knot heading wind, and this time did very well. Just being inundated by an infestation of bugs. They are literally everywhere. It's just insane. And they're on me, they're in my clothes, they're swirling around the water, they're landing on the camera. And there's no wind, and so I'm rowing, and it's kind of crazy. Over there is Cape Canaveral, and missed the launch by a week, but there's nobody on the water, and it's a Saturday, and it has to be these bugs, and they're supposed to be around for 2 weeks. I got caught in a storm 3 days ago. It rained at least 6 to 8 inches in 10 hours, and it was constant. And at first I started mopping up the water, and I had my sleeping bag up, and then the second downpour came. By the third downpour, I was just so drenched. I said the heck with it, and I just couldn't. I couldn't drain the boat anymore. It just, and after 10 hours, it was ridiculous. I was in the harbor, and another boat saw me and invited me over. They gave me some breakfast and allowed me to warm up a bit, and you know, their generosity sort of and allowed the day to go on. And then by 10 o'clock the rain stopped, and by 3 or 4 o'clock everything was dried out, and it was as if nothing had happened. So it's just a matter of learning to endure, and I missed that night of sleep and made up for it the next night. So that's kind of the way these trips have been going.